So the ingredients for the tart base, using the eggless version, the milk is the one that is going to do the job here. So the ingredients are all-purpose flour, butter, sugar, milk, and then the salt. So this is a creaming method based technique. So I'm just going to add the butter into the stand mixer. I'm going to get the stand mixer in the middle. And add the butter into the bowl. And now if the butter cubes are not too soft, we have to beat the butter first to lighten it up, and then add the sugar into the bowl. Just got the butter beaten first, and on top of that I'm going to add the sugar and beat this for about 5 minutes on medium high speed, because we want the butter and the sugar to become creamy, light, pale and fluffy. To scrape down the sides, because the quantity is not too much, we have to scrape it down and make sure all the butter and the sugar are getting beaten well. You can see the butter and the sugar is just changed color. It looks very pale, and you can see it is light and fluffy. So that's what we are looking at. And into this I need to add the flour. So to this flour I'm going to add the salt, and just use a small whisk and then combine the salt thoroughly within the flour. I'm just going to add the flour followed by the milk and fold it first. And combine the dry flour with the wet ingredients and make it into a wet crumb. And once it combines well without the traces of the dry flour, and then we're just going to run it in the beater, and so we have a smooth dough. Okay, so once you have this, we are going to put this in the beater. So here in the bowl of the beater, it's not going to turn into one whole ball of dough. It's just going to combine well but be separated initially. So we are just going to put it together. Just remove and clean the beater blade. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Okay, so we are going to put this together and then make a dough, and this at this moment is not in its right consistency to roll it out into circle discs that we will have to place it on the tart shells to bake. So we have to firm these dough in the freezer. So for which I'm going to have the cling wrap and transfer the dough. Just hold them together. You can flatten the dough and the disc. I'm just going to wrap this disc nicely without giving any gaps between the cling wrap and the dough. And this I'm just going to place it in the freezer for about 15 minutes to 30 minutes until you check and see if it is quite firm. Now you can see it is soft. You just want it to be firm, and then I'm going to get back to show you how to roll them once it is firm, and then let's bake the tart shells when we have this in the next stage.